I made an AI logo mockup agent inside n8n by using Seedream 4.0, where you only have to give the logo of the brand or the company, then you have to give the names of the products where you want to put the logos, and after that this AI system will generate the product images following your brand signature in just seconds. Let me show the demo how it works so that you can understand that what I'm really saying. So here you can see this is the exact AI system I'm talking about. So it's very easy to use, only you have to just go with the exact workflow, and after that this AI system will start. So you can see that this kind of form will come up, and here you have to give the brand or the company name. So in my case I just go with my company name, which is like Hello AI, it's just community of mine, and in the place of logo I just go with this logo of my Hello AI community, and in the merchandise name I just kind of like go with these kind of things: packaging bag, head, carton box, result band, and lanyard. And in the main color, like go with violet. In the style, you can choose like there are like bunch of styles you can see: modern, minimalist, vintage, urban, futuristic, eco-natural, sporty. So I just kind of like go with minimalist. Okay, then I just go generate, and soon you can see our AI system will started to work, and it's kind of like generating the product images that we requested. And here you can see it's kind of like waiting for some seconds, and soon it will kind of like generate the images, then it will download in my device. And let me just save something like in here. Again, I'm saying that we are using Seedream 4.0, and Seedream 4.0 is right now one of the most strongest AI model, and even it's stronger than Banana in some cases. And Seedream 4.0 is launched by the parent company of TikTok, ByteDance, and yeah, it's kind of like really cool right now. Only just 7 days it just launched, and it's worked so well. And here you can see it's kind of like done its work, and right now it's automatically downloaded in my device. So let me just go with save. Okay, so here's the image. Let me just show you. So this is the image. As you can see guys, Hello AI, the package bag, the cap, the cartoon, and the wristband, and they're like all of the stuff that I requested. So yeah, it's working really well, but there's a little bit just problem in the package bag, but I think that's really well, right? So for me, if I'm a graphic designer, I have to spend tons of time to do this stuff. Or even if I'm like a company owner or like something else, and I just make this thing, I have to spend so much money for a graphic designer to actually make this thing for myself. So right now I can sell this thing to a graphic designer, and also I can sell this thing to a company owner, right? Because these things are really cool. And the crazy thing is, like, I can do only this thing inside n8n. Also I can make a web app by using the same exact workflow. For example, like if I use Lovable or like Base44 or like Bold.new, by using this platform I can make a complete web app, and in the backend I'll use this exact AI system. So right now let me show that how you can make this exact AI system. Okay, at the first, as you can see, this is the workflow in here, and if you want to just go in the easy step, you can get this exact workflow inside the Hello AI community. So only have to just go in the classroom section, and then you have to just go in the lesson 49, and if you just open the lesson 49, you will actually get all the stuffs that I used in here. Here's the documentation, all of the things how we used in here, and kind of like this thing, and also the call code. And if you need in a very easy way, so here's the thing, this is the template of the workflow. Only have to just kind of like click here, and then you have to just go with the download, and after downloading this thing, you have to come to n8n, then you have to just go with the new workflow, then you have to just go in the three dots, then you have to just go with the import from file, and then you have to choose the JSON file that you downloaded, and then this thing will just came up. And after that you have to set up a little bit. Okay, so by the way, if you're not a community member, or like you didn't join in the community member yet, no worries for that. I will describe you everything so that you can understand that what I really did in here. Okay, so let me just say that what you have to do at the first with this workflow. So the first thing you have to do this is to set up the Cloudinary. No worries for Cloudinary, because we're actually using Cloudinary for the free plan. So what you have to do, you have to just go in the Cloudinary, you have to click this thing, and you just come up in the Cloudinary. So what you have to do is we have to get the cloud name and also the upload preset name, and also we have to get the API key, or you can say the API secret key. So inside the Cloudinary, you can see we have to give the cloud name in this place. So what I'll do, I'll just kind of like go in the Cloudinary again, and in the place of API key, and here you can see there's the cloud name of mine. I just kind of like copy this thing like this. Okay, and then I'll just come here again, and in the place of cloud name, I'll just paste this thing. As you can see, that's how it just look like. Okay, and then in the place of upload preset, I have to give the upload preset. You can see that from data upload preset, and in the place of value I have to give my upload preset. So what I have to do, I have to just come here Cloudinary again, then I have to just go in the upload section, then I'll just go in the add upload preset. Okay, if you never ever used Cloudinary before, so that's where you have to do those things. And then you have to just kind of like give a name, make sure the name is longer than like 6 characters. Then in the place of signing mode, you have to just go with unsigned. That's very important. And then after just go with save, and when you just go with save, then this kind of cloud preset will just, so I have a bunch of cloud presets. So what I'll do, I kind of like go with the first one, I just copy the cloud preset name, then I'll just come here again, in the place of value I just give the name like this. Okay, and in the next parameter I have to give the API key. Okay, so here you can see this is the API key, so I have to give the API secret key. Okay, so what I have to do is kind of like come here again, then I have to go in the API keys, and here you can see that's the API key and there's the API secret key. We have to give the API secret key, not the API key. So what you have to do, you have to just kind of like click here, visualize, and then they will actually kind of send you a code, and after that give the 4-digit or 5-digit code in here, then this thing will just visible for you. Then just copy the code, and what you have to do is in the place of value just delete the thing and then give the API key that you actually copied, or you can say the API secret key. Okay, so that's the 3 things you have to do to add Cloudinary to this n8n system, and that's done. And after that you have to add the Seedream 4.0. As I said you that Seedream 4.0 is from ByteDance, but there's a problem. We can use Seedream 4.0 directly from the official website, so we have to use a third-party tool to actually get the access of Seedream 4.0, or you can say that we can actually get the API of Seedream 4.0. We're actually using Kai API. It's true that there are like multiple platforms, but I think Kai API is really good in this case. So what you have to do, you have to just kind of like click here Kai API, and you'll just come in this website. And yeah, if you never used Kai API before, you have to create an account at the first, that's obvious. And then you have to just go with the you just profile icon, then just go with the dashboard, came here API key, that's my API key. I just kind of like click here, copy it, and then I just go in here again, and in the place of Seedream 4.0 I'll just open that, and then in the place of authorization you can see that that's authorization key, and in the place of value after the bearer I have to delete the API stuff like this, then make sure that after the bearer there's a space, and then I have to give the API key that I just copied. Okay, and I have to give the same API key again in the place of get the image URL. So just kind of like claim here again, and in the place of authorization again just delete the API key, then you have to give the API key again. I said you that make sure after the bearer there have to be a space. Okay, that's what I'm doing. Yeah, it's kind of like done right now. So let me say something very important, that you can use Kai API for free. So for that you need to just add some balance. So I can just do that in the billing section. You have to go here, and then you have to just go with like $5, $50 like this. So I'll just kind of like prefer you for the first time go with $5 and just go with like buy that credits. Okay, so for like $5 you can almost generate 250 images, or like more than 250 images, and I think that's very cheap. So right now I'll just kind of like describe you everything from the beginning. So at the first, as you can see that what I'm doing is like I'm using here a form node, and it's kind of like an input node. So in here you can see that what I did, I just kind of like given the titles, and here's the brand field name. So here's the kind of like the field name, I just given the names. So the first thing I'm collecting the company or the brand name. The second thing I'm collecting is the logo as like the image you can see, and then the third thing I'm actually getting the name of the merchandise, or you can say the name of the products. So here I'll just kind of like give all the products name that I want that with my logo as like Mockup. Okay, and then the main color, okay, which is my brand color of my company, and then the style. So they are kind of like added a drop down list with like multiple options, modern, minimalist, vintage, and I just saw that in the intro. Okay, so yeah, in this schema I'll show that what the things I just given. Hello AI, that's the company name, and that was the merchandise name I given, main color, and the style I chosen. And if I just go in the binary section, I can see the logo in here. Okay, Hello AI community. Okay, the second thing what I'm doing, including the logo, a server, and for that I'm using Cloudinary. So Cloudinary is the best thing I can use, so that like I used in a Cloudinary, and I think that to get access to Seedream 4.0 in the best way, Cloudinary is the best thing you can just work with. So that's how it just look like. Okay, so what you have to do, you have to just upload the logo, and in here I just kind of like use the method of the post, the URL is like this, then I'm just kind of like going the send body, and in here I'm just giving the rest of the stuffs. And what I'm doing in the parameter type, the last, I'm actually going with a n8n binary file, and in this place I'm actually giving the logo as like the binary file. So right now my image is uploaded in a server. You can see that uploaded this in a server, and I get it the URL how I need that. Then I'm using Seedream 4.0. As I showed you that what I did in here, I'm using in here API. So that's the setup that it looks like. There's a post method, there's a URL I'm using, and that's all of the stuffs. Okay, it's like I already set it. Okay, no issue for that. And the last what I'm doing is here that I'm going with a send body, and in here I'm actually giving a JSON code in here. So that's the JSON code really looks like. You can see that the model is like ByteDance Seedream 4 edit and all the stuffs in here, and there's a prompt, and in the prompt section I kind of like defined everything what it have to do, and there's an image, that's the thing. And then in here you have to wait for 20 seconds at the first. You can see that for 20 seconds it's just waiting, and then it actually going with this kind of result. So if the generation succeed, then it will give me a result JSON, and here you can see that the result JSON is giving me, but it's empty. It's mean the image generation isn't completed. So what I'm doing in here, kind of like going with this thing again, get the image URL. So here you can see in here it's kind of like getting the result JSON, but the first time it doesn't use that, because you can see there are like 2 times it used. So it means like for the first time there was no result JSON. So if we kind of like show you the if condition, that's what it look like. If the result JSON is not empty, then you have to go with the true branch, means the success branch, and if the result JSON is empty, you have to go with the false branch. So you can see that there's like 2 times it used. So if it is going the first time, you can see that it actually goes with the false branch because the result JSON was empty, and the second time the result JSON was not empty. It's mean the generation was completed. So that's why it kind of like go with the true branch. So here you can see that's how it look like. So this is actually the real JSON, and this is actually the generated image. If I kind of like go here, I can see the generated image, and again it's uploaded in a server, and this time this image has been uploaded by Seedream 4.0, not by myself. Okay, that's really cool. So I'm actually getting the image, and I think I'm getting the image for a temporary time. So what I have to do, I have to download the image to n8n, so that like I can actually get the image by my own device. Okay, so what I'm doing in here, I used in here a code, because the result JSON in here, you can see that it's kind of like very messy, and it's not giving me the exact URL of the image. You can see this is the image URL, but the rest of the things are not related with the image URL. And so that I'm actually using a JavaScript code, I'm actually converting the image to a proper URL. So this is the proper URL, and then I'm actually downloading the image by using the exact URL, and for that I used a get method. In the URL section, I'm actually giving the image URL, and then it downloaded the image inside n8n. So you can see that it's right now downloaded inside n8n, so we don't have to worry anything. So what I'm doing at the last, I'm actually downloading the image by using a end node, and in here you can see that's I just said on n8n form submission, and the last it have to just go with like return binary file, and that's how it just look like. Okay, so that's the thing really is. So it's kind of like coming with this thing. Okay, so that's the thing I'm doing in here. So I hope like you understand everything. If you have any question about this agent system or like this kind of like AI system, just let me know in the comment box. I'll do my best. And if you want more kind of these things, I encourage you to join Hello AI. There also you can just get like bunch of lessons with like bunch of workflows, and all the things are pre-made. You don't have to worry about anything, even you don't know anything about coding. So very easy setup. Even if you have any question, you can ask the question directly to me inside the community. Also you can post the question in the community, so the community members, also me, will help you directly inside the community. Okay, so yeah, that's it guys. Have a nice day. See you soon with a new video, inshallah. Peace.